Hello.
Hello,
Bye.
this is Sue, and guess who's back?
Me.
Soul.2k, and
Another visitor, a very little one. A very, very little one.
we're just really informal tonight. I got my old paint shirt on because I just wanted to be comfortable, and
And I found my merch in my drawer.
so before we get started, thank you, everyone. We are at 111, and even though for my portion of Get Sold, I wasn't phase one looking for, huge numbers or anything. It was more about healing. This one here, he loves your feedback, he loves your questions, and that keeps him motivated. And so for him, I would say, let's get those numbers up. So let's start. I just want to give a shout out to a couple of people that have been with us for a little while. And this has been a year in November that we have been doing this, which is pretty big because, it's hard for us to get together, and it's hard sometimes even just to do this. Last year, we both had a lot of trouble. We didn't like looking at ourselves in the camera. We would get distracted. It was tough, but the information that Soul.2k has for the world is extremely valuable, and he sees it from a way different perspective than some of the other folks that you might maybe listen to on world affairs, spirituality. So just so you know, if you're listening to us for the first time, every person can channel when they clear enough stuff out. We all have these gifts, but we all have soul contracts and we all have purposes. And Soul.2k's mission was to help us with unconditional love. That is his main mission. And in other videos, if you want to catch up, he's explained a lot of that, the mission and what he does and so forth. So right now, I would like to say thank you for 111. 111 is a magical number. It's an angel number of manifesting and other things. And Soul.2k, do you have any insight on what you would channel in as 111 for an angel number? What do you see for
Wait, what do I channel? What's happening, or just like what I want?
For you, how do you take 111? That's a divine number. Like, I mean, if you don't have anything, if it's not a good question, that's okay too. Like maybe like usually with angel numbers, there's certain, when you see them, like, how we watch license plates and stuff. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute and just let you channel. So just ask inside what images you got or whatever.
For 9, or like 11, yeah, 111.
Right.
I just think they're like lucky.
All right, lucky, there it is. So I'm going to give a couple of shout outs, and I want to thank Inger. I want to thank Donna. This name is beautiful, but I have to think slowly because my brain trips over it. Keely, you have been with us a while. We're so grateful and thankful.
One of our first comments.
Yes. Maureen, Edie, Brian, shout out to Brian in my hometown. New is Ray, and Ray's been a buddy helping me with some projects at home. And Tracy, of course, who championed the discussions on demons, which I was very afraid to do way back when, because I didn't know how it would be perceived. But I suppose if we were a mega channel, then I would have gotten some feedback maybe, but we're not. Maybe one day. But so it really went eventless. And I said, from here on end, I'm not going to worry so much about those things. I'm just going to let Soul.2k do his magic, do whatever. But please, if you like what you've seen of his, watch some of his videos, our videos, and please submit questions. Like, he thrives on that. This, like here, the still videos is tough for him. He really wants to interact with you. So I'll try to do my job and keep watching comments and stuff. I know the last year for me has been really sucky. I'm sorry. And a lot of, there were comments that were made that I just was not in a position to respond to. So I'm sorry. And with that, let's do a little prayer, and then we'll open up whatever's going to come through for information for everyone. We try to do what's highest and best because we don't have the direct questions right now. those that we have answered, we keep we print them out and we put them up on our boards. Okay. So what I want to do is just bring in lots of love. I want to bring in the highest and brightest divine white light energy. I want to bring it into the crown chakra. I want the crown chakra, bring it down through the body, ground you to Mother Earth, ground us all to Mother Earth. Bring up that energy and then expand it. So 3 feet, 6 feet, 9 feet, 12 feet, just absolute love. Feel the figure eight is envision figure eight in your chest area, in your heart chakra area, and just imagine it getting bigger and bigger and bigger with love and in gratitude. So with that, we stay protected, everyone out there, and just having Soul.2k on this video will automatically give you like a big warm hug because he's able to radiate unconditional love to you. So here we go.
All right, so the thing, I got this last night, as you remember, and I actually got super excited about it. So I got new markers from her. Thank you so much. And I wanted to test them out, so I made some like faces that I just kind of wanted to do. But at the end, I was just like, wait a minute. I got some message from these, yay! And so I drew the full body of them because earlier I just made the head out of one full color. Same with everything else. And when I made it, when it got channeled, like the first one, the first drawing of it, which will hopefully be shown on the screen, please. When you're editing, please.
Yep, just give me the pictures. Yep.
So when you're looking at it, as you can see, it doesn't have any pupils, and it's really like sharp lines attached.
Do you actually want to go get the drawings, and I'll just pause it for the folks? You want to go get them?
Yeah, to teach you the editing.
So he says. Okay, keep going. I don't want to disturb your groove here. Go ahead.
Okay, and also I realized when I did the body, it's like the arm. It can only move when its arms are moving, and there's some abilities that I'll explain later when something happens.
Can I say something without messing you up? Okay. Was this from, I think what sparked this was the video you did about the Earth Rock planet? Yeah. Was it called? So what was it called?
The night before it was Gem Rock Orbit.
Okay.
And so like first I made these drawings. Then I got information about something that I'll say after I explain all these, because we're like after explain this one. And so those little tiny stubby arms that kind of look like axes on it that you can see because they're on the screen right now.
I'm hoping.
So they, as I said, like they can only, he can only move when they're moving. Kind of like a butterfly or something with its wings, they're not wings. It's like a machine, but like.
Can I explain something to them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we're unscripted here. What Soul.2k is really, really good at doing is he is always visiting other planets. He's always seeing beings that exist that you would only see like through your third eye. So he when he's drawing these actual beings that he's seeing channeled. And it's really interesting because to me, I correlate it with a lot of movies and TV shows, you know, when they come up with stuff with these different creatures and these different abilities, and we're so cut off as humans. We are so cut off from what's out there, you know, unless you practice, unless you keep your third eye and your heart chakra open. These all seem like make-believe. It would sound make-believe to you. But when you're open like him and you see all of these amazing things, this is normal to him. So for you and me, we might be like, so what? But he gets, he's passionate about explaining, these creatures. So I just wanted to give him a little sort of backstory on that. Okay, keep going.
So, also the thing that comes out, it's like the full body is kind of just like rectangle with little tiny stubby things, how they just explained coming out of it. but like the colored in thing at the bottom is a flash bomb that you can drop. It would be like drop, reload at a very high speed. And like it has a pretty big recharge speed, so it can do this it can do this for a long time, and it can do a lot of them in a short time.
And these were the beings that were neither negative or positive, neither bad nor good.
Oh yeah, so these do not pick sides. They only attack. I'll go into this later. If someone attacks them, they're not associated with angels or demons. They'll attack angels. If angels attack them, they'll attack demons if demons attack them. And so this first creature, also the markings on its face, will come in to the thing, and you might say, "What will flash bombs do if they?" Okay, well, they actually just blind you. They're not like actual bombs. They won't.
I almost think they really need to see the picture. I don't know how well it's going to come out edited, so keep going.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Okay, I'll try to help you.
Yeah. All right.
I like telling you what to do when you do it.
Okay.
I'm your boss.
You're my boss.
And so also, yes, so that's basically this, but they can all turn into its second form. And to get to the second form, okay, fine, I'll explain it right now. So the reason it has something to do with Gemrock Orbit is because the gems in Gemrock Orbit are what these things are made of. So like this creature and all the other creatures originally are just gems, and you can only see the face. So like in all of them, all the accessories that you see come out, they can just retract into its head.
So
and it can only see its head. And also after you see all the drawings, I'll show the original drawing after of all of them, all the heads at least. You can see that some of them can join together, so you can see like they're connected together where they can in these rocks, and you can see like groups of them in all the rocks. And so the way that you can they only attack you if you attack them. And so what happens?
And the only way they could do that is if you're going out through your third eye, right? Well, or would you have to be disconnected? In other words, not even here on Earth, to just be out there.
Yeah, it just have to be
just out there. Yeah, because we have a cord that keeps us connected unless we are going to die, and then that cord gets disconnected. Okay.
Okay, so and also, oh yeah, to evolve into these second forms, I'm pretty sure I said this. They have to be in this form for 2 years, and the way that they go out is if someone makes noise around them, loud noise, maybe touch them, they'll all split out, take out their things and stuff, take out their weapons, unretracted out, and start attacking it.
Okay.
But if no one attacks it for 2 years straight, it can actually evolve.
Wow.
Which
so it basically, if I want to reel it into like us, we're evolving.
Yeah.
Right. So all different planets out there have all different beings out there, right? Let's try to put try to bring it back down to Earth a little bit here. So when you're going out there and you're seeing those things, it's everything in our universe or all universes, or how would you explain it? Okay. Pay attention. All right. To explain to the people maybe who've never seen your videos or whatever, when you're seeing these beings, when you're channeling these beings, you're seeing them as though they're right in front of you, right? You're seeing them as though there they are in the universe. Is this part of our universe? Is this part of other universes? How do you describe where they're at? Let's put it that way. Number one.
I can see big visions of them. Sometimes it's like videos in my mind.
Okay.
But it doesn't feel like I'm there.
Okay.
It just feels like I'm like watching over.
Okay.
My body's not there.
Right.
I'm just seeing visions.
So like watching a movie in your third eye.
Mhm.
Okay. And can these things interact with you?
No, it's like, let's say if if they're really aggressive, which they aren't, and I was watching them, they are gonna come up to me and try to attack me. I'm still down here. I can just see. I'm just like opening a see-through portal.
Okay.
They can't see the portal, but I can see them.
Okay.
One-way portal.
Okay, got it.
And so what happens is, so if they don't wake up, if they don't get described for 2 years, I can finally evolve. Which also makes sense why they attack you if you wake them up, because like,
well,
their only goal is to go for 2 years. Like, imagine like your last day. It's 2 years, you're about to evolve. And then someone touches you.
Yeah. And then it's
you're gonna try to attack them.
Yeah, or you like when you wake up and you smack somebody, when you just wake up, you're like, oh wow, yeah, okay. All right, so let's just fast forward a little bit. We're on what, 16 minutes? Okay.
Give it a go.
What?
Give it a go.
Okay. So let's
All right, I'm gonna go and pass now.
All right, so let's talk about, all right, until they see the pictures of the beings, which I will do my best to attach later on, but asking a lot of me here. All right, what else is going on in your world? What kind of things can you tell the people that's going on in the world now that might be, like I used to ask you that question all the time, and it's a broad question because without your questions, what you want to know, like we've had people ask, well, what is New Earth going to look like? You know, all these changes we're going through. Every person's perspective is going to be just a wee bit different. And the one thing we talked about a lot is timelines. So Soul.2k could tell us what's going to happen next year, but if collective humanity decides on something else, then that's what will happen. It's like the majority. But individually, you continue on your path. So what do you see? If you can tap into, ask one of your guides, what information the viewers that are watching us now most need to know? Just whatever it is. Just tap into that.
So, first of all, there's something that I have not learned about. Maybe you guys have learned it in the community. I don't listen to that place.
Okay.
Or
yeah, no.
I've never seen it. But so for this month of December, and so all of December and late the month before this, I forgot. November?
Oh, what, when?
The month before December.
Yes, November, correct.
Yeah, late November. There has been a lot of timeline changes.
That's what I thought.
Like one per day. It's one per week.
Oh my
Sometimes one. Usually like maybe like 2 per month. Yeah. And now it's 1 time per day.
So when we're going through timeline change, what will happen to us as human beings? Will we get glitches? Will we get like, you know how they talk about the Mandela effect, where 1 minute it's this way and the next it's that way? What do you, oh, I get goosebumps. Somebody's here. Okay. Yeah. So what do you, okay, keep going on your train of thought. I don't want to mess you up.
Okay, so oh yeah, so I'm just gonna answer your question. So when this happens, usually it causes like stomach aches or something. Yep. If you're out in the world and you're like trying to begin, and then one of these happened, you're probably gonna get sent back unless you're like been doing this for a long time.
Okay.
Like if it's like your first time in your lifetime after trying to get out, and like it changes. Yeah, you're probably just gonna get sent back to this world because you, no offense to you, it's natural. It's natural, all right. In other lifetimes, I probably 100% have seen this. I just don't remember because another lifetime, I can't remember my other lifetimes.
Right. Unless you tap in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Too many.
Yeah. And so you're just kind of gonna be sent back because your soul can't really be like, oh, I can take this, I can experience change. But like, if you've been doing this for a long time, all you're gonna see is like, hey, look, a timeline changed. How cool. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that really cool rock. Look at that rock. It's a good rock. Nice rock. And so, yeah.
You just reminded me of Mr. Rock out there, the one that
Oh,
we, the big one. I
yeah.
never published that video yet because I have one thing I had to edit in it. But I'm sorry. Yeah.
They kind of want
What?
to pause it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let me take a quick pause, and this video will be probably about 30 minutes. So let us take a quick pause, and we'll be right back.
Oh,
Take it away, Soul.2k.
all right. So, what was I just saying?
We were talking about what's going on in the world right now, and maybe 1 or 2 points on that, and then we will go into our
Light language.
Yep, then we'll go into our light language, and for those who don't know what that is, it is universal language.
You can like almost all around the world.
Right.
If you ask someone from a different planet, they're probably not gonna know unless they're actually like into the spiritual stuff, but like in the universe, a lot of people.
The energy will be given to you, and it will help your body with the changes that are going on right now. So 1 or 2 more points on what's happening in the world. Any topic is fine.
All right. So first of all,
okay. What government? We can do Earth, like what things are going on with Earth, our energies.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay, how people can cope better. We are really on the fly here. We are not scripted.
Yeah, no, these videos scripted. It's just like pick a topic,
focus,
start.
We're running out of time.
All right, so Earth is maybe
depending on the timeline, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
Because the timeline changes a day.
Mm-hmm.
Very low chance that it doesn't change tomorrow, but like this time. So this would happen if we weren't in a huge timeline changing world. There was gonna be a flood in January, the first in New Year's, somewhere around Michigan.
Okay.
And it's going to wipe out a lot of people. So it will come from underground. It's kind of like a geyser from underground.
Yep.
But like it will happen right inside a park.
Okay.
So like the water will go up and making a huge flood.
Wow.
So, and yeah. So
if that timeline holds true, then that's something that could happen.
Yeah, which is like a 5% chance. So don't expect a flood. Don't be like, hey, that didn't happen.
Right. No, that's why we say timelines change, and that there's a million different possibilities. And that's why it's like when you have to go into, when people do predictions, they usually will tell you that. Oh, what? Okay, now
we're at 27.
We're at 27. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Soul.2k do his light language for you, and in that will be a prayer and some special energy for you to take with you. So anytime you're ready, Soul.2k, take it away.
Yam was yam kiadam. All was yam kiado ashiampo. Okay, which translates to the changes in the world will not affect you in this world, but if you're not careful, will affect you in chakras and other ways.
Okay. If you're not careful. So in other words, what do you have to do to be mindful of these events? Basically, I would say you have to stay grounded, and you have to really have your faith and not be afraid. That would be my thought. What's yours?
Yeah. Basically the same thing. And okay. So it's already 28 minutes.
All right. So we're going to sign off on this. And I think, as we were speaking earlier, I think Soul.2k actually wants to do a series on beings. And because he really, like I said, that's his thing. We talk about it all the time, and of course, I don't see them because I'm not tapped into that same. But maybe one day he'll
Also,
show me.
there are so many beings, and the reason we were only gonna do the form of the little guy with the little markings is because, well, there's a bunch of other stuff. Like I just came back from a super long break, so I just wanted to do a little kind of update from stuff. So okay.
All right, that sounds
Bye.
good. And we're gonna do a couple more over the next couple of days.
Hey, guess what? 29 minutes.
He really wants to go. We're gonna try to do a live, figure that out on YouTube. So stick with us. Like I said, this has been very unscripted just to try to get back on the groove of things. And thank you for being with us and send us questions. Email for here is getsold111@gmail.com or comment below. And what do you usually say?
What do I usually say? Oh yeah,
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, and hit the share button, and turn on notifications to see when we do new videos. And please buy merch.
I'm still working on it. Been a rough year for me, but yes, we do have fun.
Bye from all three of us.
Bye.
I just need to move this little hand. Bye.
Bye.